What's up, friends? I've been absolutely lagging on making YouTube videos. I've let my little YouTube channel kind of languish here, but I got a little bit to talk about today. I'm about to hit 60 on my backup mage here that I'm been leveling off and on since October when a mage of the same name, Jeff X, died, who is just my gold farmer mage. And it's just my backup mage that I have here on Defias Pillager. And I died to something completely stupid in Zul'Farrak. If you saw that video, I got a disconnect that I think I sort of caused myself because of some weird mechanics around the boss that I was pulling in there. But at any rate, I lost that mage, and now I'm close to getting this guy back today. So I thought I would kind of chronicle the last few minutes of this leveling and hitting 60 on this guy, and then just talk a little bit about what it's like to play on Defias Pillager right now. Um, and how it is on what you could call sort of a dead server, and maybe just give my opinion and a little bit of scientific and anecdotal evidence on did Blizzard actually kill these servers with fresh or not, and should they have, and all of that. So anyway, might be moderately interesting or maybe not, we'll see. But on this guy, you can see I'm getting close. I'm at 50%, but the last little bit goes quickly. So this guy, Jeff X, is 100% just a gold farmer. And the whole reason I have him is so that my raider, Jeff O, does not have to get out and risk himself. And so here I am out in the world risking to do a little bit of duo. I don't normally duo on this guy. I have kind of like off and on a little bit just to make the leveling easier. But like the leveling on this guy has been almost exclusively AoE farming. I don't do hardly any questing, or I never do any dungeons when I level ever. I think it's always a mistake. So you can see I'm like degenerate boosting myself here with this guy, which is why this guy's been a relatively quick level. And like incidentally, when I'm leveling on a mage like this, like I play scared. You can see like I'm leveling here in Dawson's Tears. I'm way over leveled for this. I've been leveling here since 52. But like at 51, I start at the other area with the skellies a little bit south of here. And then I come up here and I just do small pulls. I'm not doing the largest pulls that you could do or the pulls that you see like Amphi do that are leveling for time. I'm just trying to get this done as safe as I can. So these are small pulls, but it's still more efficient from a time perspective for me, and then for sure from a gold perspective. The whole idea is that I'm farming gold, and I track it down here on the lower right with Loot Appraiser. So this is my little pull here. Nine mobs, I think. I might have killed one already. And I say I'm about to level and I'm only at 50% because I'll do turn-ins the rest here in just a minute. So yeah, I'm at 109k XP. I will turn in a whole bunch of these Scourge Stones to the Argent Dawn guys for XP. And you can see I've got 6 full stacks, like over 6.5 stacks of this stuff. So that 45,650 XP plus the 48,800 XP you get for cloth turn-ins that you should always be doing at the end when you're level 59 will be the rest of this. That'll be 115k XP, or that'll be 95k XP. So I need like roughly 115. And I'm at 112 right now. That was some meatball math there, but hopefully that works out. We'll see. Getting close. I'll do a couple more pulls. I'll do this pull over here, and then this pull around the cauldron. And then do my turn-ins and see if my math was right. If not, I'll be back here grinding. So like I said, I did all of this. I'm at 115 now. I'm probably at enough XP. I'll do one more pull just to be sure. All right, we're going to call this the last play. It'd be an awful shame to die now. All right, 117. If I'm right, that's enough. So let me go do my Scourgestone turn-ins, and then I'll do the cloth turn-ins, and we'll see if we hit 60 on that. Here we go. Gotta see if this is gonna auto turn in or not. But anyway, here we go. I'm at 117, 635.
What can I do for you? Have a good one. Hello.
I really have to click this each time.
Farewell. Need help? Be careful. Can I help you? See you around. Have a good one. Well met. Safe travels. Be careful. Hello. See you around. Hey there. Farewell. Well met. Have a good one. See you around. Can I help you? Be careful. Need help? Farewell. What can I do for you? Safe travels. Be careful. Hello. Have a good one. Well met. Farewell. See you around. Need help? Safe travels. Have a good one. Farewell. See you around. What can I do for you?
Do a lot of tokens.
Safe travels. Can I help you? Be careful. Have a good one. Hey there. Safe travels. See you around. Can I help you? Farewell. Well met. Can I do
I'll give a little preview of what I want to talk about next, which is this server dead? And did the fresh servers kill these servers or not? And I'll say I looked at 1 hour of gameplay on Defias during one of my raids, and I counted every single death message to pop up. And I have death messages at all levels popping up. In 1 hour of play, I saw 10 deaths on Defias Pillager. And if you're playing on any of the fresh hardcore servers, like if you have your death alerts turned on, it's just like popping off. So I did the same. I did an hour of play on Doomhowl, where I'm playing on Horde, and there was exactly 155 deaths. So you can kind of get an idea. That's one semi-scientific piece of evidence that shows how much more populated the new servers are, which everybody knows if they're just playing. Defias Pillager now is layer locked on 1 layer only, and you'll see between 5 and 10 on Doomhowl. I think it's at 5 right now.
Can I help you? Safe travels. Hello. Farewell. Well met. Be careful.
I will say that when we're doing like world buffs on this server on Defias Pillager, and you're down in Booty Bay and you teleport into Stormwind, it does seem crowded then. But it's because it's a single layer, and like literally every raider that's playing is there. So
can I help you? Have a good one. Well met. Be careful. Hello. See you around. Can I help you? Safe travels. Farewell. Be careful. What can I do for you? See you around. Farewell. Well met. Safe travels. Have a good one. Need help? Farewell. Hey there. Have a good one. Need help? Be careful. Hey there. Safe travels. Hello. See you around.
Rip, I should have got 2 more. That was stupid. All right, so now we are at 162, 735, and the cloth turn-ins is 48,800, which will get me to 211, 535, and I only need 209. So that should be it. All right, let's go do that now. We'll go to Darnassus first. Yikes, I'm running out of stones. And if you've been leveling the way you should be saving your cloth always and always turning it in at 59. You don't want to turn it in a lower level, because the mobs that you're going to be grinding are worth more XP the lower level you are. So like your relative benefit is higher if you wait on turning in quests, which these are. So you've saved your 12 wool, silk, mage weave, and rune cloth per turn in for 4 turn-ins each, and then I usually put them on an alt and then mail them back to myself like this. So here is my Darnassus turn in, and I've got to clear my bags first. So I'll take just the Darnassus stuff. And you can see I mailed myself a Frostbolt rank 11 book that I got last night with my 20-man raiding team that I rejoined after taking a little break from that. It's a super fun group that I missed it, actually raiding with that team, and it was fun to raid AQ20 and ZG last night with them again. We're starting to run low on hearts as a guild, so I need to. So I wanted to help out getting hearts, ZG hearts for the buffs.
Assist you,
Wool, 650, 1650 for silk, 3,300 for Mage Weave, and 6,600, and we're off to Iron Forge. So this guy also leveled pretty quick because I have 0 professions done. Legitimately nothing. First aid and cooking, nothing. So that's not good. You are completely trolling on hardcore if you don't have engineering. So it's like you get 1 profession. So I have to level engineering next on this guy, level first aid for sure, and then figure out what I'm going to do. I should, now that this server is so screwed up, which I'm going to talk about in a second with the economy, I probably should do a gathering profession as my second profession on this guy, but I've got to get engineering leveled up, at least enough to drop target dummies. And I like to do iron grenades. So, all right, here is my IF1 bundle, and I'll take my IF2 because I have backspace for it. And you turn in the gnomes to this guy.
Be seeing you. You have a great day now. Off and away.
And we're in
Alrighty
cloth.
then. Be seeing
And
you.
then we turn in our dwarf turn in to the guy in the middle by the tailoring shop.
How are you? Keep your feet on the ground. Safe travels. See you soon. Safe travels.
And off to Stormwind.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Wool,
See you later.
silk,
See you
mage
around.
weave, and this should
Have
be
a good
it.
one.
So there we go. 60, 76 hours, 51 minutes. Like I said, definitely not my fastest, but pretty fast but this took me like 2.5 months because I was doing a lot of other stuff. It's like I said, just the normal, got busy with real life and wanted to play the other servers, and work got crazy for me, and it was the holidays and a whole bunch of other things. So let's see, rank 11. Do I already know rank 10? I guess so, because I can learn this now. All right, so anyway, that's it. We hit 60 on this guy. I will get him trained up and going, do all the rest of that stuff. But what I wanted to show was, all right, so here is my raider, by the way. And like I said, I've been playing on this server a lot less than I want to. I want to get back into it, but I still really enjoy raiding with my little subset of the HC Elite Guild that I'm a member of. HC Elite's a really interesting and weird guild in that there's little sub communities, and there's a lot of players that cross over between multiple, but it kind of depends on your raid teams that you're on. So like there's other raid teams that I have very little interaction with, but they're all cool people, and occasionally you group with them for sure. But
What can I do?
I level mostly with my group that's called the MCP group, and then I level with one guy that runs 20 mans just constantly twice a week, and that I want to get back into leveling with. But at any rate, I've been raiding on this guy, and I'm pretty proud of myself in that I actually got 8-piece tier 2 on this mage, which I never thought was possible early on. That's not my normal rating set. My normal rating set would be this, so other stuff, but pretty good gear for a sort of lower tier raider in this guild. And, maybe eventually I'll get myself into a spot where I feel like I got Nels tier, which is pretty amazing to get. But maybe I'll get myself into a spot where I start to look at AQ 40 again. I did that a lot in regular classic, and actually probably did Nax more than AQ 40. I'd be more comfortable in Nax than AQ 40, interestingly. But anyway, here's what I wanted to show here. So this guy's mostly ready for raiding. I don't have my flasks in my inventory and stuff yet, but I carry all of this stuff, and I always track what I'm going to carry here. Hold on here. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this in a spot. So hopefully this is in a good spot that's sort of visible. This is my spreadsheet to track what I always have in my inventory at any given time. I always want to have this stuff here. And I hadn't updated in a long time. And so fortunately I had my values from fresh launch from Defias Pillager on October 25th was the last time I had updated it. And it was like roughly 460 gold worth of crap that I want to keep in my inventory, which this will loosely follow what's here. I don't have my flask in my inventory, but I've got my Petries. I only put the flask in once I'm about to raid. And I only put the wizard oil once I'm about to raid, just because it was more expensive stuff. 460 gold worth of stuff. This is what I would typically use in a given raid. These are the quantities that get used up. If things went well, I didn't use a Petri. I would use 135 gold flask, use a bunch of food, use 4/5 of the wizard oil. I probably used 2 chrono boons, maybe 3 to get all my buffs, but it was roughly 125 gold worth of stuff. So today we're going to look at what is it now on January. I was going to do this yesterday and lagged a little bit. 13th. And I'm just going to kind of do some back and forth and see how much this stuff costs. So here we go. First thing is Flask of Supreme Power, $84.99. I'll call that 85. 143% increase, much more than double. Major manas, 598. Look, they were 133 in October. 99 silver for a major healing. Look, they were 15 silver back then, back in October. Got to get my cadence on filling these in quicker. Nightfin soup, call that 81. Stam food, call that 69. GFPP, 460. GNPP, call that 6. 400% increase, 4 times. GA, oops, that's shadow. You gotta be careful not to drink it. 451. No shadow. I'll look at that in a second. FAPs are 130. There's 8 of them up at 130. Lips are 594. Stam Elixir, 175. Mage Blood. I don't use Troll's Blood. I kind of should, but I don't know that it's that beneficial. We'll just call that 5. Armor Pot, 125. Yeah, almost double. Brilliant Wizard Oil. I don't have it in my inventory. I don't know. 1 up at 50 gold. I'm going to put it on, but 1 is not a good, it's not a good sample size, but what the heck. Arcane Elixirs. These are always expensive. 8 per. Frost Power, 331. They were 190. Bandages, I don't know if I need to look at bandages, but bandages are up for 60 silver a piece. Sapper charges, I don't use a lot of sapper charges. Like I said before, 7 gold. I play scared and, they take off a little bit of your health and, as a mage, you're always almost dead. So it's not a good idea. Target dummies, $9.99. And bijous are for the Zanza. Let's see how much bijous are. Bijous have gone up insanely. So there they are. They're 12 silver each, 12 gold each. They were 297 before, and Chrono Boon is kind of silly. You buy them from a vendor for 10. So there you go. Like, here's our cost, and I wasn't able to get shadow protection, but I think that they follow nature protection pretty close. I'm just going to put 6 for that also. But like, here is the percentage increases. You know, major manas are up 350%, over 3 times, 3.5 times, 4 times higher for nature protection potions. Flask of Supreme Power, they were 100 gold last night. I looked, I knew because I rated, I bought one for 101 gold. 85 now, 140. Let's just look at Titans. Same thing, 85 gold. They're expensive also. So like if I was to say what's my total rating cost, my cost of rating would be the new cost times my use quantity. Whoops. And the total on that. So like there you go. My cost to rating has gone from 126 to 312 if I really use everything I'm supposed to, and I buy it all off the auction house as of today. I'm very fortunate to be in this guild. When you're in MCP, they'll actually send you stuff out of the stuff that they're gathering from the raid, which is nice. And you can ask anyone in my guild chat to help you craft stuff. So this is not true, but it's a good indicator for what it's like to play on this server now. Everything is much, much, much more expensive. So like, I don't know, like, is that okay? Did they screw us over if we're playing on Defias Pillager? And my answer is yes, but should they have? That's the other more important question. Like, they created new fresh servers because there was a clamoring for it, and now everybody predictably left Defias Pillager. It's what I said and many others said would happen. And so now our server is like largely dead. There's only raiders playing on this. If you go to the leveling zones, there's very few players. Once you get past like level 20 or 25, it's almost completely dead. And if you look at like looking for group on Doomhowl or one of those other ones, there's just tons of messages coming up constantly. If you look on this server, it's just dead. So like you're playing solo. The ironic thing is that a lot of people went over to Doomhowl to play with the big streamer group that's going to be there. And the streamer group wanted to do guild self-found. They only wanted to play themselves. They didn't want to be with the community and playing and using that economy and everything else. So they're doing guild self-found there. They've created guild self-found for us. We're guild self-found now on our server because there's nobody here. So it's kind of a weird thing. But the main question I ask myself is, should they have done this? Well, I wish they didn't screw over our community, but also, like, if you have an IRA or a 401k and you have any tech element to that, you're invested in Microsoft. And I'm a Microsoft shareholder for sure. And so are you probably. And a public company's whole goal and charge is to generate profit. Blizzard's entire goal is to increase subs. And if you ask yourself, how do we increase subs? Well, we knew people wanted to play fresh. If we have hardcore fresh, people are going to resub that had quit the game. And they're going to resub at a lot higher rate than people that are going to leave because they're on Defias Pillager and the server went dead. Most of us say, we hem and haw about it, but we stay on the server, we keep subbing, and maybe we play on the other fresh servers because fresh is fun for us too. So did they lose subs because they killed this server? Probably very few. And did they gain because they made fresh? Definitely. So was it the right move? Yeah, I mean, I have to admit that it was the right move to make fresh. Could they have not screwed us over so much? Yes, I'm not exactly sure what the solution is, but the solution in my mind would have been two things. One, the quality of life increases that they made for the fresh servers, which is dual spec eventually and instant mail. They should have had that on this server, and they still should do that. And then the other thing that I've always said is my solution, long-term solution to how classic should be in perpetuity, which would be to have, like, I don't want to call it seasonal servers because we have seasonal servers now, but be to have like progression servers or fresh servers, and then you have perpetual servers, using that same word again. And by that I mean, like, let's call Defias Pillager and Skull Rock and the Europe counterparts the perpetual hardcore servers. They're always going to exist. They stay at the maximum tier, Nax is out and everything else. And then once a year, let's call it, we're just going to release fresh servers. You have the fresh 2025 servers, and they come out. There's an accelerated schedule where they go through the phases very quickly. You can have the AQ launch, you can have everything else. And once they reach max, they are merged with the perpetual servers. And then a little bit of time goes by and you start out a new fresh server, and you know that they're going to merge. And if that's that's all public of it's going to be a calendar. That allows people to have the fresh experience, a fresh economy that develops, leveling up with people that level, a busy server at all different levels. But then it doesn't kill these servers that we think are never going to go, because the people that remain on these servers know, well, eventually that community is going to merge back with ours and it's all going to be one community. That's how HC and regular era stuff should be, I think, in perpetuity. So anyway, that's long enough for today. 60 on my other mage and still raiding with my guild here on Defias Pillager. I'm going to get back into making more videos. I have an idea for my next sort of exploratory videos. If you've hung out and are one of my few regular viewers, I really appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great day. Thanks, folks.